Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Now, I've got an interesting story about this review here. If you watched my last review on Generation 1 Scorponok, I want you to know that that review was plagued with problems from the time I first started filming it a week ago. I had to build two different light boxes for it. The first one collapsed as soon as I put Scorponok inside it. The second one kept falling apart until I finally rigged it to stay together. A thunderstorm happened to go through and knock out the power one night while I was filming. And then to top it off, icing on the cake, when I was filming part of it, Fast Track, the little drone, rolled down the ramp on its own off the table and broke. So I've got a nice little compilation for you to take a look at my issues with that review. The following clip contains foul language. Viewer discretion advised. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews and my 100th review. Yeah, I'm surprised about this one. And I figured since it was my 100th review... Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews and my 100th review. And I figured since I've hit the big 100, I was going to... Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews and my 100th review. Yeah, I'm surprised about this one. And I figured since it was my 100th review... And I wouldn't have if it wasn't for you guys. So I appreciate all your likes, comments, reaching out to me. I have made so many new friends just via YouTube here. So don't forget to like, motherfucker. But, of course, that was a ploy by Optimus Prime to gather the Decepticons together to fight Unicron, which in turn led to Scorponok's death at the hands of, Trypticon, the other Decepticon base. But this and all is not too bad. I like the coloring on it. It also has 4 different radar dishes that you can place actually anywhere you'd like on the base because of all the different little ports. Fuck that car. God damn it. See, issue after issue, it was a mess. It was to the point where I decided, I think it was Saturday night, I just gave up. I said, I'm not fooling with this Scorponok review anymore. I'm going to do another review for my 100th, and that is Generation 1 Snapdragon. I actually filmed the review for him and was going to substitute it as my 100th review instead of Scorponok. But I am Patriot Prime, and my resolve is sound. I was determined when I got up the next morning to finish that Scorponok review, and I did it and actually gained some pretty positive responses. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about Snapdragon. Generation 1 Snapdragon was one of those barely used characters. He wasn't featured very much at all in the cartoon, save for the last 3 episodes, most notably for crippling Daniel. That's right, he crippled Daniel. Daniel, in turn, didn't succumb to his injuries, but he was transformed into a cyborg headmaster and became binary bonded to RC. Now, in the comics, Snapdragon was just a background character. I mean, he didn't really do anything. But the gimmick is neat. He's a headmaster and also a triple changer, transforming from jet to dinosaur to robot. So without further ado, here's Generation 1 Snapdragon. Now, the first thing we're going to go over is Snapdragon's headmaster partner, Krunk. And he is a unique looking headmaster opposed to some of the others. And he actually has some of that good old 80s toy safety regulations applied, as he's got all these nice spikes on his arms and his legs that when you're fooling around with him and you're transforming him, he will leave some nice indentations on your thumb. But it's a nice looking robot mode. Could use a little bit of paint apps, but hey, it was the 80s. What are you going to do? Now, he can work with the jet mode by just placing him in a sitting position, opening up the canopy, and sliding him in. And there you go. Snapdragon now has a pilot. Now, Snapdragon's jet mode is based loosely on the SR-71 Blackbird. And this is a very nice looking jet mode. I like the gold canopy, I like the white and the purple, and the black underneath. He also has 2 guns that can be mounted underneath that can be used also in his other 2 modes. So that's it. That is pretty much all there is to show of Snapdragon's jet mode. The next mode we're going to go over is his dinosaur mode. Now the first thing you want to do is remove Krunk from the cockpit. So let's go ahead and get him out. Shut the cockpit back. And then what you're going to do is flip the plane upside down. Take the nose cone and bend backwards like so on the little blue hinge. Then you're going to flip these sections up, which will give the jet section here an area to clear because you want to flip this all the way around on both sides. Fold the wings back on both. These little purple sections here you're going to flip down. Those will form the dinosaur mode feet. There's a section here that you want to flip down. And on this side is this purple section here you want to flip out and around. Next thing, you're going to bend this section, or both of these sections rather, and those form knees. So you have this going on. You're going to move these back down into place, actually remove the guns. Flip these out, which will form little dinosaur arms, like so. And now you're going to take Krunk and just simply fold him in half, and he turns into a dinosaur head. See the little sharp teeth come into play now. This will in turn peg right there in that slot. And there you go there. Well, let's see. I forgot a step. So you bend these around like so. And that way he looks a little better. So there is Snapdragon in dinosaur mode. Now you can take the guns. There's holes right here on the back. You can actually take this flap, flip over to cover the big hole, big gap. Take the guns, place in those holes right there, and now there is Snapdragon in dinosaur mode. This is kind of a lame mode. He has really no articulation other than the legs. The mouth can move up and down, but he can't, the head doesn't move. He's always in this looking up position. Now you can bend him forward a little bit like they show with T-Rexes anymore, like in Jurassic Park. So he has that look going on. But that's pretty much it. There he is from the front. And it's not bad looking. It's very 80s toys. So there's a lot of imagination involved. But there you go, Snapdragon in dinosaur mode. Now to transform to robot mode, you're going to remove the dinosaur head, fold the dinosaur arms back in place, flip this section up, go ahead and remove the guns. The neck portion, or neck section, goes back up. You're going to straighten the dinosaur chest out. These in turn will form the robot legs. And he's got these little purple feet that you'll flip out right there at the bottom. The dinosaur legs, you're going to fold the feet up. These will in turn turn into the robot arms. And you will bend these the other way to create elbow joints. Then what you're going to do is flip this back section, put the nose cone back in place, flip the back section all the way around. Excuse me, forgot this one. Fold that back down. Fold that all the way flush against his back. Take Krunk in dinosaur head mode and just flip him around. Take this little purple section, fold right down, which creates a mouth plate, and snap that right into the head Headmaster port. You can flip this down if you want. This is the tech reader, so once you punch him in, his readouts show that he has great speed, great strength, and great intelligence. Go ahead and put that back. Flip that chest plate up, and you can place the guns in both hands. And there is Snapdragon in robot mode. This is the best mode for this character. He's got great articulation. The arms go up and down, and he has an elbow bend with very nice ratcheting joints. The knees can also ratchet up and down, hips up and down. You can take this huge backpack and fold this section up, but it really doesn't do much other than get rid of the nose cone gap between his legs. But that's it, guys. There you go. 1987's Horrorcon Snapdragon. Now, do I feel a Generation 1 Snapdragon belongs in your collection? Well, that depends. Do you like triple changers? Do you like Headmasters? With the Horrorcons, there was only two made. You had Snapdragon and Ape Face. So if you have one, you might as well have the other. But if you're just looking for a random figure to get, I wouldn't worry too much about him. He's not that popular of a character within the fiction. So guys, I want to take the time right now to thank you for watching. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot more Generation 1 and modern Transformers that I want to put in front of this camera. This is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!